Hello Giants fans, welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants lost to the Rangers 9-3 today, and honestly, I don't know that there is that much more that can be said about the way the Giants are playing right now. Just Rangers scored a lot of runs against them, and Alex Cobb just wasn't effective today, which that's definitely something that there's hardly any more that can be said about. I mean, when Alex Cobb's not good, I mean it's a serious problem, but that was the case today. 6 runs scored against him, and he lasted just 4 1/3 innings. Then Alex Wood took over for him after that, and 3 more runs scored against Wood as he pitched in a multi-inning role for the Giants. They got 3 runs on the board, an RBI single by Patrick Bailey, and then home runs by Michael Conforto and Elliot Ramos. Scored 3 runs for the Giants, but they drop Game 2 of this 3-game series against the Rangers. And this marks the 3rd straight series that they've lost in a row. That obviously includes the weekend sweep by the A's. Since then, they just have not been able to get it together. And the 2 teams they played this week, the Angels and the Rangers, in both cases, it's just that they're playing pretty strong contending teams. So if the Giants aren't on their best game right now, and clearly they're not, it was just kind of a situation where they needed to be on their best game, and they just weren't. They slipped back and are continuing to slip back in the standings. And I do have to say at this point, and if things change, it'll be something to be happy about, but I do have to say at this point that just being honest here, and that certainly doesn't mean the Giants don't have a chance in the playoffs. They still do if they can go out there and be a contending team for the rest of this month and September. But it is just looking like chances are slim for the division. I have to say with each time the Giants just slip back into their pattern of finding ways to lose, it is that there does appear to be an unlikelihood of the division being an attainable goal for the Giants. They started the season they just stayed at a losing record and they were continually unable to catch up to that. Then they finally broke through, finally figured it all out, and actually got ahead of the Dodgers at one point, and they never occupied first place, but they were ahead of the Dodgers and were certainly a real threat for the division, and that surprised everybody. It was what no one expected for sure. But the Giants just got themselves into position to win it, and I think it's just very unfortunate right now. They don't really have a realistic opportunity at that anymore. I mean, again, don't get me wrong, something could happen here, but it is looking less and less realistic. But a wild card spot, it's still well within reach for the Giants. So they're likely just gonna have to win a wild card series and be like they were, say, in 2014, and just if they're in the playoffs, then they got a chance, and it is definitely a go for it year. But that's just the way I believe things stand for the Giants right now. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.